All right, children, good evening, and welcome to my first AEW Dynamite watch-along live stream. I'm going to be very, very honest with you and tell you I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea if this is going to be fun or interesting or what have you, but I've relatively new to watching Dynamite weekly. I was a TNA guy for a while. I've been trying to kind of switch up my viewing, and TNA got, I don't want to say boring because that's disrespectful, but like just a little stagnant to me. So I thought a couple of weeks ago I'd switch over and start watching Dynamite. And then I thought, why not do a Dynamite watch along since, you know, I have this fantastic, palatial, amazing Big Bad Boris World Headquarters. So we're going to try this. I'll make comments. You watch along at home. Feel free to pop in the comments and make comments of your own, and we'll see how this all goes. So we're about 5 minutes from showtime. If you're living in Canada watching on TSN2, there's some very dramatic NFL football type thing going on right now. It's really hot in here, so I'm going to get myself a bit of a fan. So give me like 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, hopefully that fan that I just turned on is not incredibly loud. If it is loud and annoying, let me know and I will move it or turn it off or what have you. But yeah, I don't really know what to talk about here. A couple of programming notes. Paralira have agreed, as long as I remind Shikak Barshabaz, because he said he'll forget. Paralira are going to be on Saturday Night Love this Saturday. Of course, if you're in the Edmonton area. Tomorrow night, we have the Love Pro Wrestling Clandestine Wrestling Society crossover show at the Rec Room South Common. Bell time, 7:30, $10 a head. I don't know the lineup yet, but I'm sure it's going to be spectacular and a great deal. You can't find a cheaper ticket for some great wrestling for that price. And, of course, Friday night's the big show, LPW 30. Flirty and dirty. I'm sorry. I don't know Jennifer Garner films. That's just kind of not my wheelhouse. But that lineup is spectacular. If you cannot be here live in Edmonton, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Mountain on IWTV. Of course, the topping off the show is going to be the incredibly personal rivalry between Jack Pride and your LPW Grand Champion, Marza Specialist, in a last man standing match. What else needs to be said? They got T.Y. Jackson and Michael Richard Blaze for the Challenge Championship. Tag Team titles on the line, Reloaded coming back to take on Team Ride or Die, and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So definitely, if you cannot be here on Friday night to check that show out live, you can check it out live on IWTV. And just to kind of blow the horn of IWTV a little bit, it is a really good subscription service. There's tons and tons of content, tons and tons of live shows. I'm not just saying it. I've been a subscriber of IWTV for many years before LPW ever even started running. So I speak the truth. Also want to thank NordVPN, our sponsor, who I also have been using since before they became a sponsor for my internet needs, for privacy, safety, and all that other kind of jargon. Now, we are moments away from AEW Dynamite. This is Grand Slam. I believe first half of Grand Slam's tonight. Rampage was taped last week or some sort of thing. And then the second part of Grand Slam will be on Collision this week, which I have not watched Collision, but this sounds like it might be something we're checking out because there's a lot of good stuff going on. So my screen of Dynamite's over here. So if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm watching the Dynamite. Please comment, and anybody who's out there, Spencer or Zach or Pluggo or JPJ or anybody who wants to save this show from being just me being incredibly boring, feel free to pop in and hang out and say hi. Other than that, it's just about go time. Will Daniel Bryan be there? Will he be cleared to compete? The drama is palpable. All righty, here we go. That NFL Films production was a presentation of the NFL Network. Are you ready for some AEW Dynamite? If you're watching in Canada, we always have the coarse language and scenes of violence warning. That is actually law. That became a law here in Canada during the Attitude Era. Somehow, I don't know what happened, but it became law that any professional wrestling show had to have that warning. Are we starting off with Nigel McGuinness? All right. I'm super happy for Nigel to get a chance to come back and get one last little bit of a run. It's got to feel really good for him. I wonder what the draw is like. I know the Arthur Ashe Stadium shows have been drawing a bit less and less every year, so we'll see what we get here. I mean, it looks good on TV, but AEW have a really good. They do a good job of making sometimes lesser field arenas look good on camera. When they were here in Edmonton, it was basically a less than half full arena, but the way they sold the tickets and shot it looked really good on camera. And I had a fun night that night. So I'm going to turn this up in my headphones a little bit. We got Tony Schiavone on the call. This, according to TSN, this is season 6, episode 39. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Don't talk. Commentators, when you see the talent is talking to the camera, shut up, let them have the moment and talk to the camera and then come in afterwards. In fairness, though, far be it from me to give Tony Schiavone any kind of commentating advice because he is the man and I'm just some schlub. All right, is the American Brian. The American Brian, is he in the building? That's some nice spray tan / real tan on our buddy Nigel McGuinness. Please leave a comment. Tell me that you're out there. I just watched that movie, Pump Up the Volume, with Christian Slater. I feel like Christian Slater, only there's substantially less at stake right now than that movie. Oh, we're going to cut a promo. I'm going to turn this up in my earphones a little bit more. Woo! Start the count now. We're adding a little bit of extra drama here. Five. Uh-oh. Is he coming out to the final countdown? Oh, he is coming out to the final countdown. And all the wrestling nerd marks like me, not an insult, just more of a categorization. Everyone rejoices. It's a cool video. See, they make it look pretty grandiose. I mean, WWE are the kings of that. They could have a house show with 200 people and make it look like WrestleMania. Oh, there he is. And he's ready to fight. I watched episode 1 of the Vince McMahon documentary today. I learned nothing. I hope that it gets better because I literally learned nothing. I mean, I know that we kind of tell a lot of backstory and that kind of thing before we get to the reason we're all watching. But I mean, there's some kind of cool stuff in there and what have you. But I find it interesting that I think it was the Richard Belzer lawsuit didn't get settled till 1990. Wasn't that like 5 years after the fact? That's a long time. Alejandro Kirk doubles in the bottom of the fourth. Vladimir Guerrero scores. Blue Jays lead the Red Sox. Not that any of that means anything. I'm sure Europe, the band, not the continent, excited to cash the final countdown AEW paycheck. You play that crap, no, I don't want to swear. You play that song for every wrestler, not just Bryan Danielson. You play it for everybody. There's been some discussion on various internet places about the tribalism in wrestling, and was it this bad? Because there's very serious WWE, AEW, blah, 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 tribalism. Was it this bad during the Monday Night Wars? Because a lot of y'all were not around then, and I don't remember it being this kind of bloodthirsty in terms of the fans being so aggressive and so set and dug in with their company. Maybe I'm wrong because I watched both back in those days, but Nigel looks great. Nigel's in great shape. Now, do we get a clean finish in this one? What do we think? Or is there a Moxley run-in? I don't know why people bring title belts to the wrestling show. Like, if you bought it there, that's fine. But, like, why are we doing this? I don't understand. You know what I mean? Actually, Dustin, that's a really, really great point, because if it was that I think maybe one of the reasons why it's so savage now is because we have the social medias and the Reddits and all that kind of stuff. So that's actually a really, really good point. You're way smarter than I am, and way younger and better looking, and people like you more, and you work hard. Yeah, it looks like a pretty decent crowd from the upper deck on that side. It's got some folks in it. I don't even know what the match lineups are tonight. Do we get the Darby John Moxley thing tonight? Do we get the Young Bucks tonight? I'm confused. The crappy thing is Collision in Canada is actually behind a paywall. You have to subscribe, if I'm correct, you have to subscribe to TSN Plus to get Rampage and Collision. And the XFL. Go Memphis Showboats. $2011. Wow. I respect these guys who stop wrestling and like they don't let their body go. Like Nigel looks great. So, you know, if I couldn't go, I would just be like, okay, bring on the peanut butter cups. Let's go. Wrestling. Yeah, they're kind of ignoring what's going on in the ring a little bit, but there's a juicy story to tell in this match. So, I mean, you can kind of stray away from what's going on in the ring a little bit to kind of tell that story. Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a really good shot. I think they have a former WWE person doing a lot of their production-y stuff. I could be wrong on that too. Is this boring? Does this suck? I'm in my head a little bit about how this is terrible. Look at the fancy background, though. I made that. Oh, we do get Moxley and Darby tonight. Okay. I wonder if Darby's going to do something stupid. Woo. The impact, startling. I am startled by that impact. I do think Nigel's a very, very good commentator. WWE did a really good special on him as well. I'm sure if you dig into the network somewhere, you can find that. But they did a kind of good the career retrospective and talked about the injury and coming back to commentating and stuff like that. And NXT UK, that's worth checking out. Uh-oh. Let's take another look here. No, that's an inner thigh. A little close for comfort, but inner thigh. Are the fans booing? I hear booing. Are they booing the match or are they booing Nigel? That's something you don't see on WWE TV very much, as you can see the roaming cameraman. WWE is super, super good about that kind of thing. I watched the countdown to what is this again? My brain doesn't work. Grand Slam. They had like a 10-minute hype video, and it really got me hyped up, actually. It was really well done. Break the hold, Daniel. I still think it's weird we see Okada on like a weekly American wrestling TV program. That's kind of interesting. That security dude is huge. That's cool. Ooh. Good job, JR. That's a photo finish. I don't know what that means, but okay. I should go back and check out some of their ROH stuff. Be a nice blast from the past. I have a pretty extensive ROH library on one of the hard drives laying around here. I'm currently searching for Sheik Akbar Shabazz's first match as Sheik Akbar Shabazz. I know what show it was. I just have to see if I actually filmed it. And if so, then he will be a glorious, glorious person to join the Saturday Night Love First Match Club. But again, we'll have to see if I actually have it. If not, then forget I said any of that. It's not real. The labrum. See, I like Taz because Taz is able to offer those kind of things that a regular commentator like me can't really offer because I haven't really been in there. So him to kind of like I can go into and explain things the best I can, but having somebody who's been in there doing it that can offer even a little bit more of the mechanical things and tell that story a bit better, I think is really good. Taz has always been really good at that. Woo. It's a nice crane shot as well. I like that. Those days were over a long time ago. Ooh. The psycho knee. Nigel looks good for a guy who's been off for so many years. Like, he got hurt while he was working for TNA. Is that correct? Justin, Google that for me. But I want to say that that's when he went down. Was what was he? Desmond Wolfe in TNA? Nigel McGuinness survives. We had a really good time last week on SNL checking out some old Matt Rat stuff. That was a lot of fun. If you get a chance, I think it's on demand on the Twitch, twitch.ca, or sorry, twitch.tv/Love Wrestling CA. If you want to go back and check out some really fun, wild Matt Rat stuff and a little bit of insight about what it was like to be there, go check that out. I've never seen this before. That's very cool. Not very often do I see something that I've never seen before, but that was pretty cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, this is good stuff. You have your wrestling match, your catch as catch can match, and then the rest of the show you can just do all the. We're 25 minutes in, right? Yeah, the rest of the show you can do all the dumb bullshit. Paul Turner is a good ref too. Oh. Uh-oh. Nigel knew exactly what he would do. Yep, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at any of that. And he kicked out at one because F you, pal. See, I like happy fans. That's what it's all about. All the tribalism and all the nonsense and all the BS they all talk about. But when thousands of people stand up and they're excited, that's what it's all about. Let's just have fun. And I'm just as guilty as anyone. I've taken wrestling very seriously many, many times over the past life. And I've tried to get better at it, but there's been some moments where I've taken stuff too seriously and I've done things that I've not been happy about. But you know what? Live and learn, I guess. It's a good little bit of business by Excalibur there too. Is it time for Excalibur to take the mask off? Or is it too far gone now? We just accepted that that's what it is. Hello, JPJ. Is this boring and terrible? Because I don't know. That is a Bryan Danielson trademark. How insulting to use his own offense against him. God damn it, pal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We could have new champion. So what's the main going to be? Will the main end up being Moxley and Darby? Thank you, JPG. I didn't really know what to expect other than me just like babbling and hoping it's not boring for people. But this is kind of fun. I may do this more. Feel free to pop in if you want to pop in. Arthur Ashe Stadium is actually a really smart place to do a show. It's like a tennis stadium, but configuring it for wrestling, I bet, was I don't want to say easy, but like logical, and it looks good. The genuine article, if you will. If my lady was here, she'd say, double down, double down. She's slowly learning about the business. She still can't say shoot job, though. You're not allowed to say shoot job. She can't hear me, but it's okay. Floating around the internet right now, there is a watch-along video where the Hangman Page Swerve Strickland, I assume it's the cage match at the pay-per-view, is narrated by Jim Cornette. And I just got a hold of that video, and I cannot wait to watch it because that will be interesting. I've gotten a big Jim Cornette kick lately, and I do agree with him more than I thought I would. Like certain things, we won't see eye to eye on, but a lot of stuff, like he's a smart guy and he knows his history. I'd have a beer with him and just bend his ear, Nice. Dumb question, but this is a title match, I assume, right? I've done my research, obviously. Love the overhead camera. I wish we had one of those in LPW. We kind of could because we have that like upper deck. And I think for like some of the laddery stuff and some of the nonsense stuff that we've done, I think that would be a cool angle. It's pretty quiet in there. Oh, we got a "This is awesome" chant. We have justified "This is awesome" chants. That's funny. So they don't really have a heelish commentator. I guess like Taz would be the closest, but he's not really. I wonder what kind of dynamic that would add if they took out one of those guys and put in someone a little bit more heely. Call me. No, JR, you don't. Oh, God. See, in my headphones, I can hear when they cut audio, and they cut the audio of that thank you he said. That was cut, and all I heard was crowd noise. That was I think, a little thing between the two of them that was not for public consumption, if you will. So I think JR needs to kind of not do that. He should know better. But again, far be it for me to give any advice to Jim Ross, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to ever do it. That was good. I enjoyed that. Uh-oh. Oh, does Christian have like their money in the bank or whatever that nonsense is? Again, I'm still learning what's going on here. It looks like a PS2. He has the AEW cash in the PS2 contract? Or is it the list of Jericho? I thought that was Steve Carino for a second. Oh, God damn it. Pac's a great promo. I really enjoyed what he did last week. Diplomacy has failed. Like, that's a good line. Oh my God, we got a Hook and Roddy Strong for the FTW title. I remember when the FTW title was unveiled originally back in the day. Taz gave it to himself. All right, we're in commercial. I don't know what you're seeing if you're an American friend of ours, but in Canada, we're seeing a Tim Hortons commercial because that's all we have. That's all we have. That's all we do. I don't know what to do during these commercial breaks. Like, do I just banter? Do I just talk a bunch of nonsense? So I talk about the beautiful BBBoris World Headquarters. Now, this thing right here, it doesn't come across on the video, but it's actually a beer mug neon sign, but it just looks like a big ball of light, which sucks. And below it, right there, that is a really weird old portable TV that I found at a thrift store for $26. It does, like, I can't hook anything up to it, so it's just static, but I find it really neat, so I got it and put it in there. That right there, that's a Babe Ruth picture. That's Jim Cornette right above it there. That's my Hall of Fame thing. That's a picture of Jerome McGinley. That we'll never talk about. Yeah, I got all kinds of nonsense back there. That's it. Some Flame stuff over here. Some LPW posters of some shows that I've been lucky enough to be a part of. I don't know. I feel silly right now. I'm vamping. I'm vampiro. Anybody have any questions? Any comments? Any reason for getting out of bed at all? George Costanza likes to get the daily news. Oh, that's too much light. That's a lot of light on me. We don't want to see. We don't want to see all of me. I want to shout out. I want to talk about Quizplex really quickly too. I watched Quizplex last night, and it was a lot of fun, but I'm having a hard time with it. I used to play Quizplex back. I love Quizplex. Don't get me wrong. I love trivia. It's always fun, wrestling or otherwise. And I played Quizplex a few times. I was lucky enough to win once. And it's a double-edged sword for me because on the one hand, they're raising money for amazing charities, and I do think that's awesome. The Alzheimer's charity for DiJack, and there's been a lot of really, really great charities that we've been able to give some money to, which I think us as a community here locally and in the rest of the community, I think is really, really positive. But what's the point of playing the goddamn game if the guy starts out with 2,000 points before we even ask a question? I know that doesn't matter, and I know that I'm focusing on that when I should be focusing on the money raised, and I understand that. So I'm very self-aware of the fact that everything I'm saying right now is wrong, but I don't know. I'm probably just wrong. I always ask MRB if I'm wrong about stuff before, because I second guess myself. And 97% of the time, he's like, Boris, you're wrong. Speaking of which, in sometime in October, MRB has committed to join us on Saturday Night Love to watch his 30-minute draw with Cody Rhodes from PWA. I also have Dirty Duke Durango coming on October 12th, so stay tuned for that because that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, the hook signal is out. We are back live on AEW Dynamite. So I assume the right entrance is the baby tunnel and the left entrance is the heel tunnel. Is that what's going on here? I'm still not sold on this kid, but again, I've just started watching regularly. Like, this is week 3. I've been, following along on social media and whatever, so I'm not totally out of the loop. But like, I don't know. I'm probably wrong about everything. Always. In fact, clip this. I'm always wrong. Taz has got to be proud of his boy, though. Apparently a hell of a lacrosse player. I'm happy to see Roderick Strong doing well because I think he's one of the guys from that like big ROH class that I think, I don't want to say got undersold a little bit, but he was always, I don't want to choose my words because I don't want to be disrespectful, but he was always like the least good promo. I don't want to say the worst promo, but like promos weren't necessarily like a strong style or strong suit of his in years past. So I think maybe he lost some opportunities, but he's so good. Always been a big fan of Roderick Strong and his shitty little boots. Happy to see Mike doing well and clean and getting opportunities on TV. I remember being in a van with Mike and Maria when they came in for a couple of PWA shows many, many years ago, and they were in the back of the van driving between Calgary and Edmonton, planning the wedding and this and stuff. And I thought that was kind of cool. And we stopped in Red Deer, and I ate Subway with Maria Canales, just her and I at the table, which I tell everyone just because it makes me sound like I'm cool. I'm not cool. I'm always wrong, and I'm not cool. Put that too. Wow, it's the self-deprecation episode of Dynamite. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely check out Collision somehow. I wonder who has that original FTW title that was made. Taz probably has that. I know that was supposedly the one that he brought out when he first debuted it, but there's been 11 FTW champions? I know Taz had it, and then Sabu had it, and that's all I know. We're expecting a major thing to happen. What's the major thing? Is someone debuting? Am I booked? Am I a major thing? I'm a major something. Oh, you're expecting a major thing to happen. Okay, well. FTW, what the hell are FTW rules? Is that like no rules? I've done all my homework for this, all of it. I know everything that's going on right now. Juggernaut broke one of those over my head once. It sucked. Or maybe it was my back. I can't remember, but whatever it was, it sucked. It sucked bad. Ooh, that looked good. The White Russian leg sweep. Oh, I guess that would make sense. Him and Ibushi and or. That's fair. Whew, that looked good too. Nicely done. All right, we're in picture, and I hate picture in picture because I I can't focus. Yeah, see, we're getting an advertisement for TSN Plus, so you can watch Rampage and Collision. Yeah, I don't like the picture in picture. I mean, I think it's smart, it's cool, but I don't have the attention span. Suddenly want to buy a Jeep. Prince Nana will provide an update on Swerve Strickland. Well, yeah, I have nothing to add right now. I'm sorry. Mooty tomatoes. I tried Popeye wings. We got a Popeye's wings commercial. I tried Popeye's wings, and they were the spiciest shit I ever ate. I don't know what the hell. I didn't get anything spicy because I don't like. I'm a big baby when it comes to spicy food. And there was like a Parmesan something, and I thought I was gonna die. So either A, something was weird, or B, I'm just a big baby. Chances are I'm probably just a big baby. Like I couldn't go on hot ones because I would die. Oh, Popeyes is awesome. I like Popeyes a lot. Just I don't know what was with those wings, but they were fiery. I like the Dynamite loop I have on the ridiculously expensive Boris John 5000. Oh, McDonald's breakfast wraps with egg, bacon, and sausage. Okay. And a hash brown? Hell yeah. Yeah, put all that in there. I'll never be thin. I would do that for you, but you'd have to like really dumb it down. Like I don't even like sriracha. That's how much of a baby I am. Like really, really bad. Like I get no when we go out for nachos, I get no jalapenos on my nachos. Like I'm really, really a big baby. But you could come see the Big Bad Boris World Headquarters. All right, I think we're going back live. Oh wait, gotta do a golf commercial. I'm a terrible golfer. I went golfing this summer. Awful. It was fun, but I'm really bad at it. Because you're not supposed to like bend this arm, and I like didn't know how to do it. Yeah, you'll take all my jalapenos then. We are live and in the midst of an FTW. That's a good shot. Yeah, Dustin had a really good point about there being no social media back during the Monday Night Wars and how it would have been. That's a really good point. I never even thought of that. I'm an old man. I wonder if Taz like what he's calling his kids matches if he's careful to not like overly put him over. Just subconsciously, you want to talk about your kids, the greatest professional wrestlers since sliced bread. Maybe I'm not explaining that properly. I don't know. What do I know? Oh, there's shenanigans. Oh, so the Katsa Hajime is red rum now? Is this what I'm understanding? Okay. It's getting dark in here. I didn't turn on like the main light. I just turned on like the little light gimmick I got going on here, but I kind of like the way this looks. I might go with this. The sun is going down here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Bring your lunch. That's good. I might steal that. Just like I'm waiting for a low blow because I got a new low blow line that I stole from somebody. My new, I don't remember where I saw it or where I heard it, but there was a low. There was a low blow in a match, and one of the commentators said, "Oh, sold him some real estate, gave him a couple of acres," and I thought that was the greatest, funniest thing I've ever seen. So I'm gonna borrow that. Yeah, I kind of like this lighting. It's like, because I got the window over here, but I also have the regular light. But the regular light's turned off right now. Oh, and Hook kicks out just in time. Oh, and you can see my glowing flames logo over there too. That's cool. It's gonna be a bad year, man. A bad year. All those chair bumps are getting way more common, and they all look like they just suck. Like that looks like it just sucks. And on the indies, you see a lot of them now, and like, no fun. And he taps out to the red rum. Now it's too dark now. I don't know. Nope. Don't like that. He's got to be young too. Hey, Hook? Early 20s, I would say. Dustin, Google that. Oh. See the respect. Sportsmanship. All right, so where do we go from here? We haven't had any kind of promos or anything yet. This is an action-heavy first 45 minutes, which I'm not mad at. Oh, here comes Tony Schiavone. Brother. The Madhouse of Extreme. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Are we retiring the FTW title? Interesting. Okay. Oh, and he hands it back to Taz. in a full circle moment of love. God damn it, pal. Oh, Taz is emotional. Oh, we get Osprey and Fletcher against the Young Bucks. Okay. I'm okay with that. All right. Hang out. Give me 5 seconds. I didn't like the lights. I'm sorry. See, I don't mind them getting rid of the FTW title because AEW went from like having no titles to having like 100, and I don't even know what they all are because there's like the TNT title and the Intercontinental National European title. I don't know what the hell's going on. So having one less kind of convoluted, weird title is not necessarily a bad thing. Struck tube. JPJ hates buffalo sauce. That's fair. I don't like buffalo sauce either. What have I got going on here? Oh, no, we can do that. Because, like, legally, I have to do that. Like, that is a legal thing. That is a patriotic Canadian symbol of excellence that everybody has to understand and just throw, the salute. I don't make the rules. It's the law. Yeah, I'm probably going to check out episode 2 of the Mr. McMahon show tonight. Perhaps the latest Sukuban show. I'm strangely fascinated with Sukuban. If I'm speaking my truth, it's not very good, but I just find it kitschy and fun and weird. And if you don't know what Sukuban is, Google it. Sukeban. It's like a Joshi promotion that's American, and I don't know who runs it, but whatever. But it's kind of silly and fun. I'm working my way through NXT season 3. That's the game show era, all women's season, and it is just the worst, greatest thing ever. If you get a chance to track down NXT game show season 3, watch it because they get 4 episodes in and they just give up, and like the commentators bury it. It's just fantastic. We are still in commercial. Oh, there's some coarse language and some scenes of violence coming up. Maybe I should take one of the light bulbs out of that thing. That's another story for another day, though. So wait, is that out? No, that's not outdoor. It looks outdoor, but it's the Dapper Yapper. Look at that suit. All right, this is where the rails come off and everybody just gets silly and does dumb shit. And you know what? I'm always up for a little bit of dumb shit. So you know what? I'm gonna buckle up in this guy. So did Kyle Fletcher's partner, whose name eludes me, did he retire? Did he stop wrestling? Because he just became solo and like, don't get me wrong, doing really, really well. But That guy just kind of disappeared. And his name eludes me because I have a terrible memory. Don Callis was, to my memory, like one of the first kind of name guys that we brought into PWA way back in the day. This was after he had done his Jackal thing in the Truth Commission in WWE many years ago. I don't know if it was before or during his ECW commentary run, but I remember we brought him in for a show, I want to say at Reds, and I believe I filmed that show, but I don't know if I still have the film of it. But I want to say he was one of the first like name guys that we brought in, but we had a great run of bringing in some awesome talent. Ospreay and Ricochet should be fun if you're not Jim Cornette. Oh. See, this guy has all the answers. I'm not sure who you are, young man. I mean no disrespect intended, but I appreciate your information. Bucks are great at being unlikable. Fantastic. I read the book. It was okay. There's some interesting insights into their career. I'm almost finished Brian Gewirtz's book, which I'm really enjoying because it's a fun book. It's not a tell-all. It's not bearing anybody. It's not crapping or shitting on anybody. It's just fun stories, and that's what I really like. That's kind of how Bill Apter's book was as well, so I'm really enjoying that one. And there's a couple of ones that are out now. There's somebody wrote a book, and I don't remember who the name of the guy was, but I saw it at the bookstore the other day about wrestling during the pandemic, and I thought that was kind of an interesting subject for a book. So that's kind of on my list of maybe things to pick up. But yeah. Now, how long before the Young Bucks aren't young anymore? Is that a thing? Can they just be the Bucks? Can they be the EVPs? There's a sign that says "Busted Open Sucks." What is going on with that hairdo? Like that's a heel hairdo. Hashtag heel hairdo. Like it's easy to hate that hairdo because it looks so stupid. All right, let the nonsense begin. This would be a fun match to call. I like to call matches with a bunch of crazy high spots because it's just fun to talk about nonsense and everybody being dumb. Just makes me nervous when it's my friends who are the ones being dumb. Yeah, Will Ospreay's a crazy athlete. It's been fun to watch them go from, where they were in PWG and ROH and even back in their TNA days to the way the world has gone now. Like just the whole wrestling world over the past 8 years has just been wild. Oh, I think we got a bot. I think that's a bot. But you know what? That's okay. I got by a bot, but that's okay. What are we doing here? Are we doing the moonsault thing? See, and Jim Cornette hates it, and a lot of people hate it. And there's times where I hate it when, a guy's got to stand there for 5 minutes like this. But you know what? It's fun. Oh, now we got picture-in-picture. I was doing a sermon of things we hate and things we don't hate. But you know what? It's fun. Like, 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 like So we're in commercial. We're in some picture-in-picture. The babyface team of Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher are cutting the ring in half with Matt Jackson. And the way that I learned to tell them apart way back in the day was that Matt Hardy had the dark hair and Matt Jackson had the bad hair. Or not bad hair, the dark hair. And that's how I remembered it. We should talk about sandwich makers. That was a big topic of conversation on Brunch Gimmick last week. Sandwich makers, like breakfast sandwich makers. I think I got rid of those pictures, which is too bad because I could have thrown them up there and we could have talked about the Breville sandwich maker of doom. Spencer, are you out there? You want to talk about the sandwich maker? I don't think Spencer's going to let me do another one of these because you don't see the eyes across the ropes gimmick very much. That's funny, actually, but hang on one second, because I remember Dusty Adonis gave me the eyes across the ropes many, many years ago, and I have a photograph of it. Please hold. Okay, he's actually choking me, but he did do the eyes across the ropes as well. Matt Jackson stomping away. Still in commercial. We're into the heat portion during commercial, and I assume as soon as we get out of commercial, nonsense will ensue. I'm not excited about hockey season. I mean, if my team wasn't hot garbage, then maybe I would be, but I'm going in with zero expectations and just like, I'm going to watch hockey and enjoy and hope we win a couple of games. But yeah, this is not going to be fun. Baseball's almost done. Jays were terrible. We are coming back from commercial. I'm sure ref will give them the Iggy that we're back live on TBS. Double offensive maneuver. And we get the hot tag to Sir William Ospreay. Yeah, the athleticism is pretty crazy. You can't get mad at that. Good sell. Up and over. The super duper kick. Yeah, that's a heel hairdo. Mariah May and Yuka Sakazaki still to come. So I heard Mariah May had like the greatest heel turn ever on Tony Storm. I didn't see it, but a lot of people are talking on social media that it was really, really well done. Nick of time. Get it? Was it the BTE trigger? Oh, never mind. Double os cutter. That's pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. Ref, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, he's not a great ref. Not a big fan. No disrespect intended, you know. I don't want to sell the guy out because I've never refed, but I know it's a hard job and it's an important job. But yeah, not great. Woo! I love shots like that where the guy comes off the top into the screen out of nowhere. There's a really, really good one, as dumb as it sounds. Heatwave 98, Hayabusa and Shinzaki against RVD and Sabu, where RVD just comes out of nowhere into the frame with a frog splash. And I remember watching that live going, holy crap. I know that's not what I should be focusing on right now, but you know what? That's just what came to my memory. I got a mean flipping pile driver. Sadly, you'll never see it. Yeah, this has been pretty much what I expected it would be, but like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's all fun. Woo. Just give us all the nonsense because you know what? Sometimes we like that. Okay. Why not? Why not? Kyle Fletcher may be dead. Where's William Ospreay? Look at Kyle Fletcher. What a legend in the industry. It's a very old school thing in a very new school match. But it's fine. There's no problems. So we're going back to picture in picture now. I can't pay attention to this picture in picture. All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm an old man, and as an old man, I need to use the little Boris's room. So while we're in picture, please don't leave. I'll be right back. I just have to go and tinkle. I'm going to tinkle. I've completed the tinkle. One of the Jacksons is on the top rope. I don't know which one it is. Big. Ooh, that was actually pretty heavy swanton. Kyle Fletcher kicks out a 2. $5 or plus. I'm old. I might need that. Write that down. $5 or plus. Oh, is that a little hard way Kyle Fletcher's got going on? A lot of Tim Hortons going on here. A CFL advertisement. God bless the Canadian Football League, even though the Stampeders are hot garbage this year. We're worse than the Elks this year. Worse than the Elks. Nothing is worse than the Elks, but the Stampeders this year, worse than the Elks. It hurts me in my very soul. It hurts my will to live, but you know what? Can't win them all. All my teams, garbage. Flames, bad. Blue Jays, bad. Stampeders, bad. Be happy I don't cheer for your favorite team. Because guess what they'd be? Bad. All right, I think we're going back live to Arthur Ashe Stadium. Dynamite Grand Slam. Should I do this again next week? This is like, oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot. I like that a lot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are we, oh, we're doing the double styles clash. Nice. That looked good. And perfect timing right out from commercial. And the fans are loving it. Oh, are we hidden blading it? Boom! The hidden blade is on target. Butterflies the arms into whatever that is. So is that a storm breaker? Is that what that is? Footwork. Now we're talking about the footwork. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Not the Tiger Driver 91. The super duper kick. Woof. Snap that off. Okay. Are we worried about what Darby's going to do tonight? Because I'm worried that Darby's going to do Darby things. Ooh, that look good. Intestinal fortitude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was odd. I found that really odd. Oh, the Oz Cutter. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a more bang for your buck. The other way. The Uno reverse. But is it the finish? No. And why? Because F you, that's why. Oh. And he kicked out again. And why? See above. The sign of a champion. Oh. Why not? Right? Whatever. Look at the fans. They're happy. Does it make sense? No. Is it safe? No. But hey, do we like it? Yeah. What are we doing? Okay, that's fair. We haven't had no tables yet. I'm sure that's coming. Uh-oh, what is Don Callis doing? Why can't we have nice things? What is the Mance Warner screwdriver? Actually, with that yellow tape, it looks like the LPW Ring Crew screwdriver. Hashtag LPW screwdriver. Dustin, get on that too. But Will Ospreay's not going to want to win this way. Oh no. We win the right way. He's the white meatiest of all of the white meat baby faces. And it's going to cost him. But if we get some Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay matches, I'm okay with that. My God, the logical conclusion point is not the logical conclusion point. Because F you, that's why. All right. We had some fun. We planted some seeds. I'm okay with it. We dropped heads on turnbuckles. Nobody died. And now we talk over the guys talking to the camera. And you can't tell me you can't see that because you got a goddamn monitor. Hey, come here for a second. Now, there's nothing for you to hear because I'm literally by myself. But what we're doing here, so you see there right there, that is AEW Dynamite, okay? And if you put this on, then you can hear. See, you can hear the AEW Dynamite. And I'm talking to that many people, which is cool to me, about the greatness or lack thereof of the AEW Dynamite.
There was head droppies?
There are lots of head droppies, yes.
Well, I walked in there at that time. There's no match going.
Well, the match just ended.
But now they're just going to talk for 10 minutes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could come back in 10 minutes if you like.
You should have seen Kirk's 2-run double.
Kirk had a 2-run double?
2-run.
And did he hustle?
He hustled, yeah. It was good.
Thick thighs save lives. That's.
6-1.
Oh, wait, we're inviting Rocky Romero to join the conglomeration or whatever this is called. I've only watched for 2 weeks, so I got to learn. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. You're always welcome here. How's your feet? Are your feet camera ready? No? The feet are not camera ready, but next week, maybe?
Yeah.
Or Saturday, maybe? Okay, Saturday night with Paralira.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
the feet will be camera ready. I love you too. Hang on, let me mute my thing so we can talk away. All right, sorry about that. The Jay Briscoe passing. That one hit me really, really hard because I've been a big Jay Briscoe guy for a long time, and his promos, I think he does not get the credit that he deserves for being the good promo that he was, because it sounded, every time he cut a promo, it sounded like he wanted to whip ass of whoever he was cutting that promo on. I have no idea what just happened here, but apparently we're going back to the ring. Oh, here comes Prince Nana for an update on former world champion Swerve Strickland. Does he have his own coffee? Oh, I got to find that then for the lady. The lady loves the coffee. I think the coffee is the most evil conglomeration ever concocted, but I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a good time. I think I might want to make this a regular thing. Spencer, I don't know if you're watching, but let me know. Let me know the reviews. I'm with you. Don't worry. I've never been to New York. I think I drove through New York State a little bit, but I hadn't actually been to New York. I'd like to. I don't think that's true. Remember when Prince Nana wrestled? He was really heavy. Well, not really heavy, but heavier than he is here. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Someone's coming out. My God, it's MVP. What is this madness? Oh, we got a Bobby Lashley thing going on here, or what? He was a cool guy when we had him at PWA. Gave me a t-shirt. Until now. That was a wild match, man. That's a solid angle. Oh, I think there was a swear word there because there was some editing. Oh, snap. We're calling out Prince Nana. Shucking and jiving. He's trying to give him the mic. Hey, psst, take the microphone. Hey, psst, hey, psst, take the microphone. Take it. Oh. Business? But what kind of business? Hurt business? That was cool. That was well done. I got no problem with that. Yeah, he was a cool guy when we had him in PWA. Very cool guy. I know I bring up PWA and I talk about a lot. Is that a hornswoggle? No, it's not. Never mind. I know I talk about PWA a lot, but that's been my life. It's been my career, you know? Oh my God, the sports betting thing, it's out of control. I was busted on the Oilers having to wear the Play Alberta logo on the jerseys, only to find out that the Stampeders have it on theirs, and the Flames are going to have it on theirs too. And I don't like the idea of like professional sports teams having betting companies on like advertised on the uniforms. I don't know, man. Okay, I got a black screen going on here now, and I don't know why. Oh, wait, now I have an AEW Dynamite Grand Slam logo on my screen right now. That's really weird. All right, TSN, what's going on here? Oh, now I can hear the commentary. Wow, this is weird. Well, now I could hear Taz for a second talking about being too close to something, and now we're into a Children's Advil commercial. That was interesting. What will you do when the power goes out? I'll probably light a candle and read a fucking book. Sorry, Spencer. So we're in commercial. I don't have anything else exciting I can show you in Big Bad Boris World Headquarters other than my light up bee. Amazon, $20, 2 AA batteries. I thought about getting 2 more of them, but then I was like, no, calm down. I do like my little world headquarters though. It's fun. I've never really had a man cave or anything kind of like that. So it's cool. So yeah, a reminder, this Saturday over on Twitch, twitch.tv/LoveWrestlingCA, I will have at 10 p.m. Mountain, midnight Eastern on Saturday Night Live, I will have Paralira. I don't have the graphic. I wish I did because I would like put it up here. I would look real professional. Also, it's show week Thursday night at LPW/CWS 18. I want to say at the Rec Room, South Edmonton Common. $10 a head if you're local. Come down. You can't beat it. Great wrestling action. You see before 5 matches, $10. Fantastic. And then the big show on the Friday night. If you can't be here, I think tickets are still available on Tixter.com. If you can't be here in Edmonton, definitely check it out on IWTV, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. This show is loaded, so definitely check it out. And I think we're just about ready to go back live to the thing. You know, the thing. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm trying to do something. I'm not all that smart. We have our warning. We are coming back live to AEW Grand Slam. What is this? We have some sort of wacky vignette. Sorry, I'm only half paying attention to this. I feel like I should be paying attention more. A van was driving. Oh, is that the scapegoat mobile? Is that what that was all about? What do we got going on here now? Someone's coming out. It is Women's Championship time. Watch the magic. Are you ready for this? Kaboom! Saturday Night Love. This week we have the lovely and talented Paralira. I just realized that my face is bigger than the guest face. But you know what? That's okay. It is what it is. Yuka Sakazaki going to take on, who's the champion? Mariah May? Pay attention. Was that heel turn done really well? I heard that heel turn really blew some doors off. I'm not Jack Vaughn. Will you knock it off? God damn it. Yeah, you should come hang out. Paralira, I have a feeling it's going to go off the rails quickly. I'm excited about it, especially we'll see how they do in their match on Saturday night. Got some BC boys coming to town they're going to tangle with. Oh, conniving and demonic. My God. And we waste no time with the big splashy splash off the top. Was it 7:30 already? Or 9:30, I guess, for those Easter time. I assume this will be quick so they can give a lot of time to Moxley. They probably will do an overrun tonight too as well, I would think. Tony Storm's down in Japan doing the Stardom thing right now, from what I've been seeing on the old internets. Okay, so we're in the bitch slap portion of the opening moments of this match. It's a roaring elbow, not a rolling elbow. But again, what do I know? I'm just some jackass. I also don't know why you bring a big giant blow up of your own head or anyone else's head for that matter. Like, why do you bring belts? Why do you bring giant heads? I don't know. Like, sign, I'm on board with signs. That's fine. But like the big blow up head and the belt thing, I don't understand. But you know what? I'm not the police of what to bring to shows. You do you. Ooh. I like that camera angle from up there. That's cool. Where's Britt Baker? I know she got into some shenanigans recently. Is she like suspended or just off or hurt? Or again, I'm only this is my third week into this like full time, so bear with me. Yeah, I think the ladies are at kind of a tough spot here. They come after that tag match, after the MVP appearance, and before Moxley and Darby Allin. It's a bit of WWE used to do that for years with the pay-per-views. They would have, I used to call it the palate cleanser, because they'd have like the undercard and they build it up, and then right before the main event, they kind of take it down a little bit with a women's match before they really started to focus on the women's division. So they would kind of take it down and do what I would call the palate cleanser women's match before they went to the main event. So this is kind of, I think, that same thing, but a little bit different. And I'm not like disrespecting the women at all. Like what referee Aubrey did there. She didn't start counting right away. She did like a, hey, come on, get out of here, 1, 2. So you get an extra couple seconds for the fans to kind of digest that, for commentary to talk about it. If you start counting right away, before you even get a chance to digest and talk about that, what's happening, it's over. I'll probably sound like a massive douchebag right now. Hey, I don't know what that was all about. Round and around we go is what I would say if I was on commentary, and that's why I don't work for AEW. So I sound like a little bit of a douchebag, but not a massive one. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We're trying this out and seeing if it's terrible or if we should do it all the time. Ooh, god damn. Showing her toughness. Advertise your podcast there, Mr. Kiesler. Fire it up. What are we doing? I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either, you know? A podcast is a thing that I used to do before I had like a room like this. Yeah, check out New Blood Wrestling. They're not affiliated with Love Pro Wrestling, but you know what? I can help friends out. Definitely check that out, man. It's good stuff. Those guys have a really good time. They've been around for a long time doing it upright, so definitely check out New Blood Rising. Mariah retains. My mouse is not working. I mean, I guess that was fine. I mean, it didn't blow my doors off, but it wasn't the drizz, as the kids would say. One of you moved to France. Why would anybody move to France? Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Why did he move to France? French fries? Oh, I just realized I should do a Sat Pod reunion on SNL. That's what I should do. It's Willow Nightingale. She was super cool when she came in and worked a one match for LPW against Zoe Sager. She was super, super cool. Definite positive vibes around Willow Nightingale. Big fan. Uh-oh. What is this all about now? Oh. All right. So Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May are friends. Is she the one that shakes her boobs all the time? I got to get a handle on this. Yeah, I should dig up Warren and Scotty and get them on here. That's a good idea. I can't believe I didn't think of that. What a situation we have brewing here. All right, so main event is coming up next. I think we're going to the commercial break, which is good because, again, me being an old man, I have bathroom responsibilities. So sit tight. I'll be back momentarily. We are moments away from the main event. Darby Allin doing Darby Allin things. Do we see Kota Ibushi? Do we see Kenny Omega? Do we see Bobby Lashley? Do we see any of these things? I don't know, man. But while we're in commercial, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I didn't really know what this was going to be. I've never really done a watch-along before, so I didn't want to talk too much or too little, so I'm hoping this is an enjoyable experience. And if it is, I might want to do some more of them, maybe like a GCW or whatever. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. If this is good and gets positive reviews, maybe I'll come back next Wednesday and do it again for was it the 5th anniversary next week? I've got a DraftKings promo. I shouldn't even say that. I shouldn't even give them the promotion. All right. Coarse language, scenes of violence may be disturbing for some. You're always welcome in my life there, my friend. All right, here we go. We are back live at Arthur Ashe Stadium for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. Mrs. Pluggo is a big fan of mine, and likewise. Feelings mutual. Here comes Jon Moxley in his camouflage jacket thing. I like what they're doing with Marina Shafir a little bit that I've seen, because I've always been kind of underwhelmed with her pro wrestling career, because just there's I don't want to say overshadowed by Ronda and just kind of there, but what they're doing with her right now, the physical look and the presence is really good, and I quite enjoy it. All right. There's not a lot of time left. For what, 22? 20 to the hour? They might do a bit of an overrun. I don't know how any of that works with science. Full Gear, November 23rd. Where? The Prudential Center. I feel like that says New Jersey. No, I think Darby's going to do something even like something extra dumb tonight. But again, I guess we wait and see. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 6-1. I'm okay with that. Oh, I should come on Firmly AEW tomorrow morning. I'm sure they would love that. Yeah, the Sting rub definitely helped Darby a lot. I didn't think that he'd be a main eventer. I thought he'd be a mid-card attraction kind of guy, but here we are. All right, here we go. Are we doing in-ring introductions, or are we just going? It appears we're just going. Woo. And there we go. Moxley's a 3-time AEW. I know that something happened with Punk, and that's how he ended up with the title again, right? Some bleeding and from the mouth already? Oh, goddamn. Okay. Maintain my library of past pay-per-view events. He's going to rope stomp him. Oh, that's not fun. Oh, shit. That can't be fun. Oh, yeah, there's definitely... Yeah. No, I don't know if I want to be like that cynical a-hole and like, is that a capsule or is that shoot blood? But, I mean, it looks good, whatever it is. It's hard not to be that cynical guy, though, sometimes, you know? I don't like being that guy. But everyone's so afraid to get worked, and, you know, everyone's so afraid to buy in and be like, oh, they got me, they worked me. But just have some fun. Just, how good does that look? It's almost like a Joker smile. Yeah, that could absolutely be part of it. I'm not super up to date on the business. I know they should be announcing something pretty soon with Warner Brothers Discovery and the pay-per-views and what have you. What was that? Oh, God damn. Oh, did he hit the steps? I swear to God he hit the steps. Can we see that again, please? All right. Oh, this is a good camera angle. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, that was. He's bleeding from his ass. We've all been there. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, there, there's a great shot of it. I mean, I'm going to assume Mox wins here because we need heel versus baby. We don't want baby pay-per-view match. But again, what do I know? Oh, okay, that's cool. In the post, I like that. I'm not mad at that. That's interesting and new. Coffin drop on the floor. God damn it, pal. It's a cool tattoo of the spine. It's actually pretty well done. Those can go horribly wrong. That must have sucked, though, like to sit through that right on the bone all the way down. I bet that was not a fun few days. Oh, what's going on with the ridiculously expensive Boristron 5000? I've got some sort of alert that I'm going to ignore, and I shouldn't have brought attention to it. If they go to commercial, I'll fix it. Yeah, I'm okay with this. She's not huge, but she definitely gives off like badass vibes. I don't have a problem with that. Ooh. Okay. He's been battered and fried. I might steal that. Yeah, they're really trying to put her over. I think that's cool. I got no problem with that. Yeah, Moxley does look good for sure. All right, we're going to go picture in picture. I'm going to take this a couple of seconds to fix that because it's quite frankly, it's annoying the crap out of me. So I will. All right, the ridiculously expensive Forest 5000 been fixed. TSN's telling me my vacation plans don't include hepatitis. Speak for yourself. Don't tell me how to live my life. Meanwhile, in the ring, Darby Allin taking more heat, bleeding from the mouth. He may be dead at this point. Kind of how I thought this was going to go. I do think Mox goes over, but again, what do I know? The answer, nothing. Literally nothing. I want to share my screen so bad, but I know that we will get into big trouble with copyright, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it, Spencer. I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. But this is a great chance really quickly here to hype up this coming Saturday night. Saturday Night Live, Paralira going to be in the house. So definitely check that out. This will be live in your face. And if that's not the greatest thing ever, I don't know what is. Darby down on the floor now. How much would it suck to get hurt during a commercial? Like, maybe that's a dumb way to look at things, but like, you know. Marina Shafir putting the boots to Darby Allin as we have a Little Caesars commercial. Still in commercial. But Darby firing back. Oh, he was firing back, but now Jon Moxley is destroying him with elbows on the floor. I don't know why I'm commentating, because if you're watching along, you can see it. As we're coming back from commercial, Darby back in the ring, followed by Jon Moxley to continue administering the punishment. I felt like that was a long break, but I was able to fix the ridiculously expensive Boris around 5,000. So that's what's important. See, if he's going to do those elbows, he should do a bunch of them and kind of, because he's calling out Danielson. He turned heel on Danielson. Why not, plant that seed with the elbows in the middle of this shenanigans, But again, what do I know? I do like that stunner move that Darby does. That's cool. Darby on the top. Whew. Shit. Okay. All right. I love a good code red. So wait, are they taping Collision tonight after this? Because that's a long night for this crowd. That might burn them out by the time they get to whatever the main event of Collision is. But I'm also thinking, like, a Wednesday night for me, like, that's a long Wednesday night for me. Woo! That is a shotgun drop kick. Darby don't look right, Taz. Apparently, he's got his ass kicked the past 10 minutes. Oh, Darby goes behind. Shoulders down. Fujiwara with the wrist control. Yeah, that's a long. Like, I don't get me wrong. I'm in fate. It's fun to get your money's worth, but like, if that's a weeknight, it's a long night. Like, I went to WrestleMania 18, and I was on vacation, so it was different. But if I was like a guy who had to work the next day during like a 9-hour show, that's wild. But sometimes less is more. Sometimes when I watch like an indie show and it's 2.5 hours and they just get in and get out, I'm okay with it. What are we looking for? Oh, we're pulling back. See, everything old is new again. Jake the Snake and Ricky Steamboat all over again. There's nothing new under the sun, but still, it's a good visual, right? Like, she looks like a badass pulling that up. There's nothing wrong with that. I would have made some sort of tennis pun here, but ow. Oh, I think it might be time for Darby to do something dumb. Yeah. And I'm not laughing in a disrespectful way. It's just more like, I get it, but I don't. Like what the. Like, Excalibur laughed at that, and I've never done that as a commentator. Any kind of horrific spot or high spot or dangerous spot, I will never laugh just because I think that's not cool. But like, I don't know, man. Yeah, if I was calling it, I wouldn't laugh. But like, me sitting here in my world headquarters, freaking this kid, man, he's something else. Ooh, we're at the top of the hour right away here. You can't kill him. It reminds me of a certain LPW grand champion that you can't kill. A certain grand champion who is not dead ever. Okay. Right into the submission. That looked good. I like that. And the fans chanting for Darby, playing the part they're supposed to play in this. Nice wide shot from the crane camera. Someone should edit this into a watch along like they do Jim Cornette stuff. That's a good camera shot. That's a good camera shot right there. That's gross, but it's a good camera shot. See, now she needs to sell that more. Her facial expression did not change whatsoever when he grabbed that rope. She should have been, God damn it. I know she's like an unfeeling, uncaring machine, but like, you're on the team. Well, now we're just gonna choke him to death. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I like to sell on commentary when someone bites somebody because that whole thing seemed really awkward. What the hell? I don't like saying that's got to be it, too. That's not my place to call that. Jon Moxley defeats Darby Allin, winning the championship matchup, number one contender, whatever it's called, for the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view. October 12th, Tacoma, Washington. See, I need like someone to give me all the information in my ear. Yeah, that finish was kind of, I think that's supposed to be like a Death Rider or whatever the hell it's called, but I mean, from those like roaming cameras right by the side, it looked a lot better of a bump than it did from the hard camera, but I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Is that Bryan Danielson? I was going to choke him to death with something purple. Oh, it's a necktie. It's a throwback to the Nexus because why not? People remember that. Whatever. It's a nice touch, I guess. Like, it's Private Party and Commander. Everybody's getting in on the deal. It's chaos to end another fantabulous episode of AEW Dynamite. Oh, but Moxley gets saved in the nick of time. That's a really good question. Better wrestler, including all accomplished AJ Styles or Bryan Danielson? That's a tough one. I lean towards. Oh, Bryan Danielson has declared war. I'm leaning towards AJ, but it's very, very close. There's no wrong answer in that one. Or are we blood and guts thing? The F word. The F word has taken place to cap off a truly magical episode of AEW Dynamite. Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley. The B Squad's B Squad. Come on, man. We're being a little harsh now. Thanks, brother. I had a lot of fun with that. If everybody will have me, I think I'd like to do this one another time. It's the 5th anniversary next week, is it not? Jack Perry. Oh. Okada and Sammy Guevara. I got to get more hip to what's going on here. I'll have to check out Collision on Saturday somehow. Jeff Jarrett. I know there's some folks out there that I know that are real big Jeff Jarrett fans. Pogo loves Jeff Jarrett. Pogo loves Jeff Jarrett. Pogo loves Jeff Jarrett. JEFF. JARRETT. Well, that was a very enjoyable episode of AEW Dynamite. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. I didn't really know what to expect. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to pop on and hang out with me or if I was going to be by myself. Let me get rid of this thing here. Sorry. And I was worried that this would be really boring, me just talking while we watch AEW Dynamite. But I had a lot of fun. I hope that you guys did too. And if you're cool, I think I might pop back in again next week for the AEW Dynamite 5th anniversary show and watch that as well. A quick couple of bits of housekeeping news. Of course, I've mentioned these shows already, and I will mention them again. We've got the Thursday night LPW Clandestine Wrestling Society crossover show on Thursday at the Rec Room, Southampton Common. $10 a head to get in. I don't know the card right now, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But it's always good. It's always super fun and super cheap and amazing. Friday night, we have the big show. Thank you, Jason Kiesler. We have the big show. You can check it out if you're in the area. Tixter.com, you can get your tickets for that. If not, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern on IWTV for that big bad baby, with the main event being Mars the Specialist defending the LPW Grand Championship against Pride in a last man standing match. And of course, next week I will have on SNL, or this week I should say, Paralear are both going to come by, and I'm sure that will break down into hijinks and nonsense. I'm currently searching through my archives to try to find Sheik Akbar Shabazz's first match as Sheik Akbar Shabazz, and if I find that, we will watch that as well to be the latest inductee into the Saturday Night Love First Match Club. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. This was a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again. Peace, and we'll see you guys later.